What's up, Falcons Nation? It's your boy Jew coming at you with another Atlanta Falcons video. As always, Falcons Nation, rise up. In today's video, I want to give my post-game thoughts for yesterday's victory over the Indianapolis Colts. But if you're new to the channel, please hit that subscribe button, hit that notification bell so you know when I've done Atlanta Falcons content. Hit that like button for your boy. If you like to follow your boy on Twitter and Instagram, you can follow me at Jew Talk Sports. If you'd like to donate to my channel, you can donate to my Cash App, which is the $ Jew Talk Sports. And if you'd like to be a part of my Jew Talk Sports membership, you can hit that join tab here on the channel as well. But with that being said, let's jump right into the video. So as I mentioned in today's video, I do want to give my post-game thoughts on yesterday's victory over the Indianapolis Colts. Before I do that, I do want to wish you guys a Merry Christmas. I hope you guys were able to spend or you're spending time with friends and family this holiday season. I hope you guys were able to share gifts and love with your friends and family, because that's what this season is all about. It's about giving. But with that being said, the first thing that stood out to me in yesterday's victory over the Indianapolis Colts is this the most complete game that we played all season long. For our Atlanta Falcons, both on the offensive side, the defensive side, special teams, and coaching. I felt like this was a great game plan by Coach Arthur Smith and Dave Ragone. I thought that Taylor Heinicke, the starting quarterback for our Atlanta Falcons, played really well against the Indianapolis Colts. And I've been seeing a lot of different things from a lot of different fans and comments and things of that nature, talking about Taylor Heinicke and the way that he performed yesterday, and that I was wrong about the whole situation with him and Desmond Ridder. And personally, I do believe that we have to give credit to where credit is due. Taylor Heinicke did play really well yesterday. I still don't agree with the benching of Desmond Ridder and the way that it took place with Coach Arthur Smith. But I do think that Taylor Heinicke was a spark plug for this Atlanta Falcons team. But I also have to keep it real. Taylor Heinicke didn't play a perfect game yesterday. He had a couple opportunities where the Indianapolis Colts dropped 2 interceptions that I can remember in the game. Also in this game, Taylor Heinicke did fumble the ball the first snap, I believe, of the second half, but he was able to recover his own fumble. So that just goes to show you, as I continue to say, there's going to be plays in a game where you make mistakes where you possibly could turn the ball over. It's just about making those 2 or 3 plays I always talk about in the game that changes the game. And in this game, the Indianapolis Colts had their opportunities and they didn't capitalize. Our Atlanta Falcons capitalized. So I have to give this Atlanta Falcons team credit where credit is due. Those guys came out and executed. Like I said, we fired on all cylinders in this game. I was really impressed with the way that we moved the ball up and down the field. Really impressed that we were able to get the ball in the end zone in multiple occasions in this game. As I've been stating all season long, the Falcons ran the football. It was a balanced attack, and we used all 3 running backs. We've seen Cordell Patterson get his touches. We've seen Tyler Algier get his touches. We've seen Bijan Robinson used in a multitude of ways, not only in the running game, but also catching the ball out of the backfield, which I think really bode well for this Atlanta Falcons team. Also in this game, on the defensive side of the ball, the defense have been impressive all season long, but this was the first game this season where we had 6 sacks in a game, which is the highest sack total in any game this season. This Atlanta Falcons team continues to impress. Guys have been stepping up. I mentioned Zach Harrison's name, the young defensive edge rusher out of Ohio State, played really well in this game for the 2nd straight game. He came away with 2 sacks in this game. Calais Campbell came away with a 1.5 sacks in this game. Guys like Bud Dupree, those guys were all over the place. Caden Ellis and Landman played another great game. I believe Caden Ellis also had a sack in this game. And we did a lot of different things as far as I like what I saw out of this defensive coaching staff, as well as making adjustments and using Caden Ellis, bringing him down on the edge a little bit, allowing him to rush the passer. We've seen us bring more pressure in this game. They blitzed a little bit more in this game. We've seen, again, Jesse Bates, a guy that I believe should be up for Defensive Player of the Year, one of the candidates for Defensive Player of the Year, come away with his 6th interception of the game. He will be an All-Pro this year, the way that he's playing for this Atlanta Falcons defense. So we played lockdown defense. The special teams was good in this game. Younghoe Koo came back and he hit all of his field goals in this game. So like I said, we've seen it done on all phases in this game. And I always talk about, like I said, those 2 to 3 plays in the game that will win you the game or lose you the game. The Atlanta Falcons, I have to take my hat off to our team. They did what they needed to do. They stood on business in this game. And this is what we need to see moving forward. As I mentioned, we don't control our own destiny when it comes to getting into the playoffs, but we do control our own destiny as far as winning the last 2 games that's remaining in this regular season. I do give this Falcons team a chance. As I mentioned, this Falcons team is talented enough to compete with any team in the league or beat any NFL team in the league. But it's about us. And in this game, we didn't beat ourselves. We didn't shoot ourselves in the foot how we have been doing all season long. So shouts out to our Atlanta Falcons for going out there and giving the fans something to cheer about in this game. Shouts out to Taylor Heineke. I gave Taylor Heineke the game ball on my channel, on my community tab. To me, he played an excellent game. Over 200 yards passing in this game. Like I said, no turnovers in this game as far as giving the ball to the other team. Shouts out to Arthur Smith, who I've been on his back all over the last couple weeks of his play calling and his decision making in big moments. He stood up in this game. He actually ran the ball in the second half. We had a convincing lead. He did a good job of playing conservative, running the football, allowing us to, to drain the clock. Also did a good job of keeping the defense fresh, because we had long drives that kept our defense on the sideline, allowed those guys to stay fresh. And we seen the difference in having guys like David Onyemata back that I talked about prior to this game and my keys to victory. And we seen in this game the Atlanta Falcons came out and did what I said in the 3 keys to victory, was stopping the run. In this game, you held the Colts under 100 yards rushing, which is huge for them having a guy in Jonathan Taylor, who's once led the NFL in rushing yards. They did a good job in his return. This was his first game back from injury, from that thumb injury. We held him in check in this game. We seen this Atlanta Falcons defense be stout up front, and we seen that we came out, stopped the run, and put them in those 3rd and medium and 3rd and long situations. And I talked about in my keys to victory that we will be able to get after the passer. And that's why we seen those 6 sacks. That's that high sack total number in this game. So shouts out to this Atlanta Falcons defense all around. Shouts out to this Atlanta Falcons team all around. Every phase of this game, we seen them. This was the first complete game that we played all season long, where all 3 phases did their job. So with that being said, you guys give me your thoughts on yesterday's victory. Shouts out to our Atlanta Falcons for getting the job done. I believe that this Falcons team still has a chance at making the playoffs. We need a little bit of help, but we on to Chicago. Next week, we have the Chicago Bears, so I'm looking forward to that game next week to see if we can inch a little bit closer. Hopefully, the Saints can knock off the Bucks, so we'll all be sitting at 8-8, heading into the final weeks of the season. But with that being said, this be your boy Jew. I have a lot more content coming for you guys. As always, if you enjoy my content and you haven't hit that subscribe button, hit that subscribe button for your boy. And again, Merry Christmas and Happy Holidays. With that being said, this been your boy Jew. I have a lot more content coming for you guys. But as always, Falcons Nation, rise up, be blessed. Peace.